I'm Dr. Eliezer Be'eri. I am the director of the Department of Respiratory Rehabilitation at Al-Ain Hospital here in Jerusalem, Israel. This is the Coughsync machine. This device was developed by our team over here during the course of our work with ventilated patients, and it is currently being manufactured and distributed by Rushan Medical Systems in Beijing, China. The Coughsync machine is a device that automatically clears secretions from the airways of patients who are being mechanically ventilated, such as, for example, patients with acute viral pneumonia, for example, patients with acute coronavirus infection. The way that the machine works is that it connects to the ventilation tubing of the patient's ventilator, and it automatically works to simulate a cough. It removes secretions by creating airflow similar to that occurs during a natural cough. And this process of cough simulation is completely non-invasive but is very effective, and it brings secretions up into the patient's endotracheal tube where it can easily be removed by the nurse. The older method for removing secretions, the standard method, is by means of using a suction catheter like this. The nurse has to insert the catheter into the patient and remove it so as to achieve secretion clearance. The big advantages of the Coughsync system are as follows. Firstly, it functions automatically. So you can attach this device to the patient, it'll run automatically, and it saves staff time. The nurse doesn't have to go to the patient so as to clear the patient's secretions. So it's a time saver. The second advantage is that it minimizes the need for performing suction with a catheter, and in that way it avoids all of the complications of invasive catheter suction, such as bleeding and damage to the airways. By avoiding those complications, you can shorten the amount of time that the patient is on the ventilator. And the third advantage is that simulating a cough is actually more effective at removing secretions than inserting a catheter into the patient's airways. So the more effective removal of secretions that the Coughsync machine achieves could result in a shorter period of time that the patient has to be on the ventilator, so the patients can be weaned off of the ventilator quicker than what is currently done in the normal method of using catheter suction. So in conclusion, the Coughsync device is a new method for automatically removing secretions from the airways of ventilated patients, and it is particularly suited to be used in situations in which you have many patients suffering from viral pneumonia, such as the coronavirus, who might need to be treated in large facilities where staff time could be at a premium. The device will save time, save staff time, and enable the patients to be discharged earlier and weaned off of the ventilator earlier.